can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Cowboys and the Giants on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at... It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. He's taken down over the field across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action now, Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly. But a nice little gain. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target well. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Prescott. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Jones now will run it. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. The Giants at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. And they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Jones will sneak it, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and this one's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that one still nearly even further. Returns the NFL record is 66 yards. That was far shy of that. Only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On third down, it's Prescott. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now from the 50. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players. So you never know. 4th-round pick has a chance to be a really good player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Pretty plain and simple there. Just 2 plays, one pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Andy Dalton leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Christian Kirk, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Deshaun Watson, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd down at 7. Here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. On the return, Jackson. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A nice little juke. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The kick by Marr is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On first and 10. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, second and a yard. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now Prescott being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Prescott on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now fourth. Trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Give him 18 on the play. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a give to Barkley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 15-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think. Guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now Dak. That is caught by Lamb.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Prescott.
This is caught by Hilton. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-2.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.